Hi, this is Crispin here. I just wanted to have a look at the new expansion from Hearthstone. Um, there are 45 cards from the new expansion called the League of Explorers, and it will be out in November. And the reason why I wanted to look at them is that I wanted to see it before anyone else showed me it. I kind of wanted to make my own opinion on them. So if you'd like to do the same, I can link this in the description. Yeah, I kind of wanted to save and not view them to don't have any spoilers, but I think it will be kind of spoiled anyway, and I want to make my own opinions before I get colored by everyone else. So that's what I'm trying to do now. This is the best site I found with good pictures of each card, so I can view every card individually, and I think that's much nicer and more gives a better view. Even though I kind of wanted this part here to become full screen, but I couldn't figure a way to do it, so I just had to bear with this white space on the right side. Okay, League of Explorers, a Hearthstone adventure. First card, Entomb. I actually saw this card already on Facebook, and I was sure it was called Ethnobomb, because I can't read, apparently. But Entomb, like to be put in a tomb. Choose an enemy minion, shuffle it into your deck. And I think this is a really powerful card, because you can put, like, it's kind of like Siphon Soul. You destroy a minion and you get some effect of it. Only that instead of healing 3, you put it into your deck, and instead of destroying it normally, you just put it there. So you can steal a Sylvanas, a Tyrion, or anything other with a powerful death rattle, and it won't trigger. So and getting a Tyrion in your control priest deck at the same time as removing the opponent's Tyrion and not giving him a Nashbringer is pretty solid. That's like the best case. But Sylvanas is probably a more common case, and also Savannah Hyman, or maybe just a Sludge Belcher. But like, if you can get a 6-mana minion for this, like one of those I mentioned, or even stealing the opponent's Emperor Thorison can also be nice. Or a Molten Giant, or just a minion that you can't really deal with otherwise, or you would like to have in your deck in some kind of control priest. Maybe not so good versus aggro, but I think this can be a really, really good card for priest, even though they still have the Shadow or Death and Pain. This is a great way to deal with 4 health minions, and you could, for instance, do this versus the opposing Ysera, if they have that, and then you suddenly have an extra Ysera in your deck. You have to make sure that you are able to deal with aggression and survive in such a deck, or else it won't really give you any value. It's like the same decks that you want to use Thought, Steal, and have other cards that help you stabilize and survive for long. This was a long description, but I think this card is really interesting and deserves some thoughts. Like, what I thought about this was like it's an assassinate and a silence and 1/3 of gang up in the same card for 6 mana. That's pretty good in my opinion. Elise Starseeker, shuffle the map to the gold monkey into your deck. So it's like a Violet Teacher, only you get an extra card in your deck that does something. Yeah, we don't know what that monkey does, but like it's not it's okay stats. I think for mana 3/5 is what you can ask for when you also have an effect. So it depends on this map to the gold monkey and how good that is. If this card is good, but I think it has potential. Like just putting extra cards in your deck seems really interesting. Maybe same time, maybe we'll use this in the same kind of deck that uses Entomb. Genie of Zephyrs. Whenever you cast a spell on another friendly minion, cast a copy of it on this one. Wow. This is insane. 5 mana for 6 is okay. And then for 6 mana you do this and power word shield your other minion, and then suddenly you have 4 mana, 4 attack and 8 health. And you can just keep on buffing. So I think this this will become a really good card. But then you need another minion, so maybe it's not that great, but I can see this guy get some play. At least as a one-off index, maybe not two, but especially like Priest, Paladin, and Spare Part decks. Maybe the same kind of cards that use this in the same decks as you use Aideus Darkbane. Desert Camel, put a 1-cost minion from each deck into the battlefield. So it's below average stats, but you also get a 1-drop if you have a 1-drop in the deck, which you likely will have if you play this card. If the opponent doesn't have any 1-drop, this is a really good card. And if he has a Zombie Chow, then you will... it's not that good. Like you can get your 1-drops out of your deck, and that's really nice, so you don't draw them later. So I don't think there will be any deck that runs 2 of this, but maybe 1. Eerie Statue. That was cool art. Can't attack unless it's the only minion on the battlefield. That's really interesting. I really like this. I will play this a lot, I think. You just play this and then have a removal spell if the opponent only has 1 minion. Oh, this is really cool. Tomb Pillager. That's right, add the coin to your hand. Yeah, that's good. It's what you can ask for 4 mana, and you also have a nice Death Rattle.